This is the Dangote investment on the Ibeju-Lekki axis of Lagos State. An investment of over $20 billion. The biggest private investment in Africa. Seated on a landmass of 2,635 hectares at the Dangote Industries Free Zone Enterprise. A project that once could only be imagined now stands firm as an economic game changer.
The 650,000 barrels per day that we've done is the largest single train, not only in Africa, in the world. And we just wanted to make a point, and which we have now, achieved.
We ourselves sometimes don't believe that we've done what you're seeing in Lekki.
The landmass 7 times the size of Victoria Island, where one of the world's biggest dredging exercise occurred. 65 million cubic meters of sand dredged, costing approximately €300 million.
But that level, finished level, required a hell of a lot of dredging to be done in this plant. So the world's biggest dredgers were here. And for about 18 months odd, the plant was leveled up. This is probably an exercise of its own kind.
This masterpiece is the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemical Plant located in Dangote Industries Free Zone Enterprise, Ibeju-Lekki, Lagos.
To describe this project, honestly, it takes guts, it takes a vision, and it's the vision of one man, which is absolutely extraordinary to witness it. And it's really a vision of one person. To bring this to life, it's really a wonder of the world.
A 650,000 barrel per day capacity plant, more than enough to meet Nigeria's petrol needs and enough to export. Dangote Petroleum and Petrochemical Company developed a port. Constructed 2 quays with a load-bearing capacity of 25 tons per square meter to bring over dimensional cargoes close to the site directly.
And obviously we had to build port facilities which can have a ro-ro facility, and especially the jetty which can handle, because otherwise you lift a column and put on the jetty, the whole jetty will go into the sea.
Construction commenced in 2017. Over 2,570 pieces of various equipment was brought to enhance the local capacity for site works, as companies in-country were unable to handle some portions of its requirements. To add to the current capacity in Nigeria, 340 cranes were brought to support the project. The refinery complex is a mammoth project.
We have selected a license that has been through, most of them through Honeywell, but other primary license like DuPont, ExxonMobil, Jacobs, who are the person today, Ineos for the petrochemical part of it, for the polypropylene, and we have used the consultant from wherever was necessary to do something of this size and magnitude.
With the largest single order of 5 SPMs anywhere in the world, the refinery has a self-sufficient marine facility with the ability for freight optimization. The operation of the refinery starts with the SPM, a single-point mooring system anchored 25 kilometers into the high sea. It supplies crude to the refinery through subsea pipelines that terminates here at the Dangote trestle. The trestle pipelines then deliver the content to the crude storage tanks. There are 16 of these tanks, with each holding 120 million liters in capacity. Onwards to this massive crude distillation unit. It is the height of a 40-story building and the weight of 320 adult elephants. Installing this massive equipment was no mean feat. It was a synergy between man and machine, science and human will. Out of the crude distillation tower comes unfinished products as light gases, naphtha, kerosene, light diesel and heavy diesel, as well as atmospheric residue. This is the MS block, where the gasoline blended components are further refined. This is the mild hydrocracking unit, MHC, where the light and heavy diesel is cracked mildly in order for them to meet the premium market standard. This is the RFCC reactor regenerator being delivered. It weighs 3,000 metric tons. The weight of 1,257 farm tractors. It is the heaviest piece of refinery steel structure in the world. It took 10 hours to deliver it from the jetty to the refinery site, about 12 kilometers. The RFCC produces a very important petrochemical precursor called propylene. The propylene is sent to this petrochemical block, which is known as the polypropylene unit, PPU. Where it is further refined and sent to this bagging unit, ready to be bagged for supply.
It's not that much publicized, but we have a very large capacity of 900,000 metric tons per annum of polypropylene that we can do in 70 different grades according to what the market is going on.
The plant also recovers sulfur through the Sulfur Recovery Unit, SRU. Improving emission control is a key goal. This effluent treatment plant treats all liquid effluent streams generated within the refinery, and part of the treated effluent is reused for DM water generation within the refinery. The effluent treatment plant comprises of the process effluent chain, contaminated rainwater treatment chain, sanitary effluent treatment chain, and the spent caustic treatment chain.
I was very happy that Dangote was more than conscious about the environmental protection. I can vouch my entire experience on this, that this is one of the most environment-friendly plant in the world.
All of these speak emphatically about the Dangote culture of excellence, efficiency, and taking cognizance of the environment.
The refinery complex generates its own power. This 435 megawatts power plant in the refinery will be able to meet the total power requirement of Ibadan Disco, an output covering the 5 states of Oyo, Ogun, Osun, Kwara, and Ekiti. Besides the polypropylene, all the products are sent to the trading facility storage. These products are dispatched to trucks via this gantry. The gantry has 98 loading arms, and it can load both 33,000 liters to 66,000 liters supply trucks.
Como online. There.
It is easier building a refinery in Asia or in the Middle East than building in Nigeria, because in Nigeria there's actually, or in Africa, there's no infrastructure. So when we were looking for cranes, we couldn't get cranes to even hire. When we were looking for rigs to do the piling, we ended up between stone columns and pilings that go up to about 35 meters. You're talking about 250,000 piles and stone columns.
The concrete requirement for this project is enough to pave the entire 720 kilometers of federal roads in Lagos.
The steel structure already prefabricated, drilled and pre-cut for the pipe rack only is in excess of 150,000 tons of steel, without considering the steel that has been utilized for the storage tank, which alone is about 600,000 tons, without mentioning the steel involved with the building of the equipment or of the pipes. The pipes alone is in excess of 3,000 kilometers, which is giving you the possibility to go probably from here to the north of Nigeria and almost coming back.
Everything in this plant, by way of size, is the first. It is the single largest single train refinery in the world. There is no column which can process 650,000 barrels per day in one column, first of its kind. The capacity of RFCC builds the next best by miles. This is a 10 MMTPA plant. Maximum which you have seen is 6, 7. This is way ahead of that. And to add to that, this is an RFCC. This is a lot more complex one. You have probably one of the biggest hydrocrackers designed on a mild hydrocracking route. About upwards of 7.5 million tons capacity. One of the biggest MS blocks which you can have in the world. The towers which you see, the sizes of the furnaces, the reactor regenerator, it has touched the elastic limits of mechanical design. Beyond this, in a single train, is practically not possible. Everything big which you talk of in the world is right here.
Dangote Petroleum Refinery can meet all of Nigeria's requirement of all petroleum liquid products 100%.
Most of the times there is queues, shortages, and selling of the fuel in the black market. And once, any item is a question of supply and demand. The more it is available in the market, the prices come less. The less it is available, the price goes up. If it is not available, the price shoots through the roof. So when you have consistent quantity of fuel available locally, because we are going to export too, so there is going to be more than enough fuel available in the country.
The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has employed over 30,000 Nigerian personnel on site, and the current ratio of Nigerians to expatriates on the project is 93% Nigerians to 7% expats. And over 600 million man-hours has been put in.
At the peak of this project, in terms of direct labor, from engineering to procurement to construction, the project employed at various stages over 150,000 people across diverse nationalities and across various continents.
A total of 900 Nigerian engineers are being trained in engineering, design, and design of the refinery outside the country.
I came in through the graduate engineer training program, and then the program is such that when young engineers are recruited fresh out of school, they're sent to India for hands-on training in a working refinery. The refinery is still under construction, so we have to get you in a working refinery. So we trained there for about 6 months, and then we're back to inculcate the skills that we've learned in that refinery, into our refinery. And the good thing about it is coming back, for someone like me and some other person that have been here, the good thing about it is coming back, meeting the construction phase. There are a lot of disciplines going on. So it's multidisciplinary skills that we're getting. You can see the electrical, instrumentation, process as well. So it's a great experience for each and every one of us, because you're not just learning your own side, you're getting to learn integration of all engineering fields.
I was part of the project execution team at the construction of the crude storage tank. So I witnessed the foundation laying, the cable laying for the cathodic protection of the tank, the bottom plates, the erection of the shell plates. It's so fascinating, and I consider it a rare opportunity.
Skills transfer also is huge. As you saw, a lot of the engineers went and got trained in India. That they come back and train the trainer, as they say, or train other people, and that keeps going on. It's a cascading effect of training and skills transfer, and that will be ongoing, because again, this is oil and gas, right? And it goes beyond what we see here today.
The Dangote Refinery and Petrochemical Plant is very serious about local content development.
In the last 6 years that we actually had execution of the project, we've had tremendous increase in employment around this corridor, and I'm sure also local suppliers have enjoyed tremendous benefit from it. They've had to employ people and generate wealth amongst themselves.
The refinery will create over 100,000 direct and indirect jobs and provide constant trainings for all its engineers. The Dangote Refinery plant is a legacy project that will see Nigeria netting $21 billion per annum.
There's no doubt in my mind that if other Nigerians take it as a commitment, all right, to ensure that we were able as a nation to provide for our own needs.
As the Dangote Industries Limited continues to execute its vision. A vision invested in the future of Nigerians and Nigeria. There is only one goal. To grow the biggest human capital ever seen in this part of the world.
Well, what I want to share with Nigerians is actually to show my personal gratitude and that of also the Dangote Group for all the assistance that we got from the president, because he also set the face by creating the Lekki Free Trade Zone as part of his dream. And also we want to thank most especially the Governor Fashola, Governor Ambode, because it was also during their period that we started, and most especially Governor Sanwo-Olu, because they have given us all the assistance that we're looking for. The bankers that participated in the consortium of this and they've been of a great help, and all of them really tried. I don't want to even pick one or so, but one of a special that has actually given us a lot of advice and I will mention just the top, all of them, they've done very well, right from, Afrexim Bank led by Orama, Access Bank, Zenith Bank, GT, all our local banks that participated, they have actually done a fantastic job. They've given us all the support that is humanly possible. And so I want to show my personal gratitude to what they've done to us. We thank all Nigerians for giving us the support, which they are too numerous to mention.